Hi everybody, welcome back to Soul Pilates. Thank you so much for being here. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and get yourself comfortable for your meditation to start with. So you can cross your ankles over, turn your palms up to the ceiling, close your eyes, relax your muscles, feel a sense of calm through your body. We can notice the position of our body in each moment. Whether we are sitting, walking, standing, or lying down. We can be aware of our actions, whether we are getting up, bending down, or putting on a jacket. Then with awareness you can move or sit in a way that brings you calm, solidity, and well-being. Awareness brings us back to ourselves. And when we are fully mindful of our bodies and living in the here and now, we are in our true home. The I is made up of the body and mind. The physical form is body, and all the other elements are mind. When we look deeply into these 5 elements, we do not see any absolute permanent identity. They are impermanent. If you practice in such a way that harmony is established in the realm of the 5 elements, then joy, peace, and happiness will be possible. Through breathing, through bringing your mind back to your body, through the method of deep looking, you will re-establish harmony and peace in the realm of all the 5 elements. You will become a happy formation, pleasing to encounter, and you will be able to bring happiness to the living beings around you. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your attention back into the room. We're going to go over our Pilates setup to start with. So we have the size of 2 fists between your feet and your knees. Your shoe size roughly heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position, so imprint and arch. Roll your back into the mat and arch. Feel the difference between these 2 pelvic tilts, and then you find the center for neutral. Maybe you'd slide a piece of paper underneath your lower back, but you wouldn't fit your hands under fully. Tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy. You notice the front of your neck opens up a little when you adjust the rib cage and place the mid back against the mat, avoiding the ribs flaring. Hands onto the ribs. Inhale through the nose and open the ribs out to the sides. Exhale through the mouth and knit the ribs together. Twice more. When you're ready, hands by the sides, reach your hands to the end of the mat, shoulders back, draw the armpits down the sides of the body. Lower ribs are heavy when you open up your chest, so shoulders go back without flaring the rib cage. Gentle chin nod. Take a breath into the side of your ribs. With your exhale, find your pelvic floor like you're holding in wind, like you're holding in P. Scoop your belly, tracing up along a neutral spine, and knit your ribs in and down. Breathe into the side of your rib cage. Exhale, gentle pelvic floor, scoop the belly and knit the ribs. And again. Breathe in to prepare. With your exhale, switch on the center. Lift your left knee into tabletop. Breathe in. With your exhale, switch on the center. Lift the right knee into tabletop. Knees and ankles together. Keep your upper body down, and you're making sure that you feel the middle of your back, your lower ribs against the mat. Switch on your core. With your right leg, you're going to tap the toes, come back. You're going to lengthen at a diagonal and come back, then up to the ceiling and back. So we get a stretch in the back of the leg and we get to challenge the abs. So we start with the right leg, tap the toes, inhale, come back. Exhale, reach at a diagonal, inhale, come back. Exhale, stretch the back of the leg and inhale, come back. Left side, exhale, tap, inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, stretch the back of the leg, and inhale, bring it back. When you're ready, if we are concentrated, life is deep, and we have more joy and stability. We can drive mindfully. We can cut carrots mindfully. We can shower mindfully. When we do things this way, concentration grows. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. When concentration grows, we gain insight into our life. And bring it in. So hug your knees in, rock your knees from side to side, just relaxing the front of your legs. Let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. If you want, you can reach the arms wide and bring your knees from one side of the floor to the other. If that suits your back, you don't have to. And then when you're ready, center up with the hips. Release your knees into tabletop. Feel your pelvis position and lower one foot down at a time. Move your feet a little further down the mat, somewhere where your toes are still in contact with the mat. Dig your heels in and draw the heels towards you slightly so you feel the back line of the body, you feel the back of the legs. Float your hands and reach. Exhale, switch on through the center, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, and come forward into ab prep without cramming your back into the mat. So we're still nice and neutral, you've got space. Lift your chest forward, lower ribs heavy. Anytime you need to support the neck or lower the shoulders down, please do. So we're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Take breaks if you need, otherwise we have 8 rounds. If through mindfulness of the breath you generate harmony, depth and calm, these will penetrate into your body and mind. In fact, whatever happens in the mind affects the body and vice versa. If you generate peacefulness in your breathing, that peacefulness permeates your body and your state of mind. If you generate peacefulness in your breathing, that peacefulness permeates your body and your state of mind. Lower the shoulders down, relax your neck from side to side. Slide your heels a bit closer, hug your knees in and relax your lower back. Rock your knees from side to side. Take a deep breath in and exhale. When you're ready, release your knees into tabletop, squash the knees and ankles together, float the hands and reach. Exhale, switch on the core, head, neck and shoulders lift into ab prep, hands behind the head. Anytime you want to lower the shoulders down, you can just do the leg work with this exercise. You're going to stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, scoop the belly, knit the ribs and just lower slightly without arching your back. So stay nice and neutral. Heels together, toes apart. If you need to bring the legs closer to the ceiling, that's okay. If there's a gentle bend in the knees, that's okay, as long as you're at your absolute longest point. We're going to inhale the left ankle on top, exhale the right ankle on top. And we really don't want the focus to come back down towards our upper body, so you keep stretching the legs away from your upper body and mind your pelvis position. So when you're ready, you have 10. Without suffering, we do not have the opportunity to cultivate compassion and understanding. And without understanding, there can be no true love. Without understanding, there can be no true love. Now we inhale the right ankle on top, exhale the left ankle on top when you're ready. Without suffering, we do not have the opportunity to cultivate compassion and understanding. And without understanding, there can be no true love. Bring the legs back in, hug your knees in, relax the front of your legs, rock your knees from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. When you're ready, come back to the center, release your knees into tabletop. You can have the shoulders on the mat anytime you like, or follow me and come forward into ab prep, so we really work the upper abs as well. You've got a neutral pelvis, hands behind the head, give the weight of the head away, open the elbows wide. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, heels together, toes apart, scoop your belly, knit the ribs. You're lowering at a slight diagonal. You're going to rotate the right elbow and your right ankle comes on top. We inhale through center and exhale, left elbow, left ankle goes on top. This can be done with a little bend in the knees. Inhale and exhale. So modify to suit you, and you could just do the legs and leave the upper body out if you wanted. So when you're ready, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. What is loving? It is recognizing the presence of the other with your love. This is not a theory, it's a practice. Whether the object of your love is your heart, your in-breath, your physical body, or your baby. Whether it is your son, your daughter, or your partner. Your declaration of love is always the same. It is, "Dear one, I am here for you. Dear one, I am here for you. Dear one, I am here for you." Come back to the center, hug your knees in, rock your knees from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Come back to the center, release your knees into tabletop. Upper body stays on the ground, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. You're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling and relax the shoulders. We're going to bring the right arm in line with the ear. We don't want this to happen with the back. So scoop your belly, knit your ribs together, lower ribs down. So you inhale out to the sides, exhale, zip up. So the lower ribs stay on the ground. As the right arm goes in line with the ear, you're going to tap the left toes. So think about opposites. And then you bring it back in. As the left arm goes in line with the ear, you tap the right toes. Think about what's not moving, this stable arm and this stable leg. So make sure your tabletop doesn't end up like this. It's 90 degrees behind the knee. And then you bring it back to the center. So let's get the coordination first. So we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Think about what's not moving as well. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you wanted, you could just do the arm or just do the leg, whatever suits you. It's nice and healthy for our mind-body connection to do these coordinating exercises. So connect fully to our bodies, have to tune in and think. Inhale and exhale. Lower ribs heavy, tailbone heavy. If there are things that are causing you to suffer, you have to know how to let go of them. Happiness can be attained by letting go, including letting go of your ideas about happiness. You imagine that certain conditions are necessary to your happiness, but deep looking will reveal to you that those notions are the very things standing in the way of happiness and are making you suffer. Happiness can be attained by letting go. 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 When you're ready, hug it in. Rock your knees from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. Center up with your hips, roll it forward. You can do that with your hands or the hands behind the knees like I did. We're coming to a seated position. You can cross the ankles over or come into mermaid seat. So if mermaid seat doesn't suit you, adjust for one leg or just cross the ankles over. Otherwise, for example, left foot to the right inner thigh. We've one internal rotation, one external rotation. It's normal that this internal rotation from the hip is tighter, so maybe the hip lifts, but you're trying to anchor down, put the weight into the hip as much as you can. So you're not judging it today, you're just noticing it. Anchor your hips down, stretch the arms apart. Get your brain into the front and the back of the pelvic floor, holding in P, holding in wind. Notice how the lower abs get on board with that movement. Scoop the belly and knit the ribs. Stretch the arms apart, melt your armpits down. Right palm up to the ceiling. Keep your brain in the right wrist, very little weight in the left wrist as you lift up and over. And you want to feel that connection through the side of the body. We're never tugging on the floating ribs, but you can bend the elbow and go further if it suits you. Inhale nice and tall, relax the shoulders, swap your palms, and exhale. Inhale nice and tall, relax the shoulders, swap your palms, feel the long line, then exhale. So notice your spine stack, inhale, and then exhale. We have 5 rounds. Feelings are born, take shape, last for a few moments, and then disappear. As with the physical form, birth and death of feelings occur in every moment. In meditation, we can look mindfully at this river of feelings. We can contemplate their arising, their remaining, and their disappearing. We witness their impermanence. When we have an unpleasant feeling, we can say to ourselves, "This feeling will disappear because it's impermanent." Just by seeing the impermanence of feelings in this way, we suffer a lot less. And relax it out. You can swap your crossed ankles, you can swap your adjusted seat or your mermaid seat. Anchor the hips down, stretch the arms apart, melt your shoulders down, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, left palm up to the ceiling, exhale over. By being aware of the impermanence of feelings, we suffer a lot less. By being aware of the impermanence of feelings, we suffer a lot less. By being aware of the impermanence of feelings, we suffer a lot less. And come back to the center and relax it out. You can take a moment to relax your hips or your shoulders, whatever you need, and then we're going to meet on all fours. So you can go to one side with the legs or cross your ankles over and come through, whatever suits you better. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips with the size of 2 fists between your knees. Spread the fingers wide. Check your shoulder position, sliding the shoulder blades together and apart. Sliding the shoulder blades together and apart. Find the center so you're not rounding and you're not squeezing with the shoulder blades. Check your pelvis position, so tilt up and down, tilt up and down. Find the center. Feel the length through your spine, forward through the crown of the head, back through the tailbone. Feel the spine in between those points. Press into the front of the feet. Soften your elbows just slightly so we're not hyperextending. Melt your armpits down, the sides of the body, lengthen the neck forward. Get your brain into the front and the back of the pelvic floor. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs. We're going to lengthen the left leg back behind us. The more you stretch through your toes, ankle, knee and hip, the less weight you're going to feel in the hands. Make sure this doesn't happen with the back. So you scoop your belly, knit your ribs, stretch the leg, and you use your bum muscles to move the leg and your ab muscles to stabilize the spine. When you're ready, we're going to inhale to tap, exhale to lift, inhale to open slightly out to the side, and exhale back to the center. You are here. Your in-breath and your out-breath. Go ahead and enjoy breathing, just being here. You are here. You have nothing else to do except enjoy mindful breathing. You are here. Enjoy your breathing. Stretch the leg, then draw it back in. Check your shoulders, your pelvis, press into the feet, lengthen forward through the crown of the head, back through the tailbone, pelvic floor, abs, ribs, lengthen the right leg back, stretch through your toes, your ankle, your knee and your hip. Feel that stretch in the hip first. The more you focus on stretching backwards throughout the exercises, the less you're going to feel in the hands. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift, inhale slightly out to the side and exhale to draw it back. The birth of a human being is not the beginning, but a continuation. And when we're born, all different kinds of seeds of goodness, of cruelty, of awakening, are already inside us. Whether the goodness or cruelty in us is revealed depends on what seeds we cultivate, our actions, and our way of life. Stretch the leg back behind you and then draw it in. You can come down onto the elbows to relax your wrists. If it suits your knees, you can sit fully back into a shell pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fully let everything go. You're going to crawl your fingers forward until you feel a little stretch around your armpits. Lower the elbows to the ground, lower your head towards the ground and feel that release in the shoulders. So we did that loading and now we can stretch it out, some rehab for our shoulders. And it's nice to get that bone bearing and then release the muscles. If you want to, you can crawl the fingers a little bit further forward. Flip your palms up to the ceiling. You're trying to get your thumbs all the way back. For a lot of us that's here, so there may be a little bit of tightness in the shoulder, but see if you can rotate the whole way back with the thumb. Feel that connection from the shoulder into the elbow into the wrist. Your goal is to get your palm parallel to the ceiling. Lower the elbows down, lower the chest towards the ground. It intensifies this release in the shoulders. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. When you're ready, you can flip the palms back. We're coming all the way down onto the belly. Feel that relaxation through the shoulders. The legs are nice and close together. You're reaching through your toes, ankles, knees and hips. Tuck your tailbone, pressing into the front of the legs. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs so your brain thinks about the front of the body here for a moment. We create that co-contraction between the back and the front of the body. You're going to prop yourself up on your elbows. If you want to make this back extension smaller, the arms can be wider and more further forward. So see the way our back is not so high here? You're just making sure this doesn't happen. So draw the shoulders down. You're feeding the armpits down into the sides of your body. Otherwise, prop yourself up. Either position, we're going to straighten the arms and then bend. So you choose the one that suits you. We don't want this to be all about the arms moving. So you want to make sure you keep reaching through the legs and there's that bit of awareness through the front and the back of the body. So get your brain gently into the pelvic floor, scoop your belly and draw the ribs together. See how it gives you a bit of a lift. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Nice and slow for 10. Keep connecting to your legs. At the moment of his awakening, at the foot of the Bodhi tree, the Buddha declared, "How strange, all beings possess the capacity to be awakened, to understand, to love, and to be free. Yet they allow themselves to be carried away on the ocean of suffering." He saw that, day and night, we're seeking what is already there within us. Relax it out of the arms. Interlock your fingers behind your back and just go for a stretch. This can be for your chest. If you want to make it into a back bend, you can. Whatever feels good, just take a gentle breath in and out. When you're ready, let go with the arms. This time the elbows are by our sides, the hands are in front of our shoulders. So your shoulders are down away from the ears, and make sure the elbows are on the ground so the shoulder blades flatten against your rib cage. Relax your shoulders, lengthen the back of the neck so there's no pinched skin, you're looking straight down. Reach through the legs, tuck your tailbone. Get your brain very gently into the front and the back of the pelvic floor. Scoop your belly and knit your ribs. Once again, we pick up that co-contraction between the back and the front of the body. You're going to inhale to peel the upper body. The elbows can stay down if you want. Exhale as you lower, the legs lift, and the legs are close together, so make sure they're not traveling outward. Inhale for the upper body. Exhale, you stretch, reach from the front of the legs. If you want to go higher, you can. Just keep the shoulders away from the ears and exhale to lower. If you want to straighten the elbows fully, you can. And exhale to lower. When you're ready, what you focus on grows. Through the practice of deep looking, we can identify the positive seeds that we want to water every day and train ourselves not to water the negative ones. This is called selective watering. Even a few days of this practice can bring about a transformation. What we focus on grows. What we focus on grows. What we focus on grows. And relax it down. Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the hands behind the back. Bring the feet fully together. So zip up through the inner thighs. Stretch the legs. Tuck your tailbone, scoop your belly and knit your ribs. With your inhale, you're going to reach the arms. Lift your chest, lift your chin, stretch the front of the neck. With the exhale, you're going to bring the arms in front. Relax the shoulders so your shoulders are away from your ears. Keep this nice and small. Inhale and exhale. When you practice how to cultivate your own mindful presence, you can make a gift of it to the one you love. You do this by showing up for them 100%. This is something very practical. It is easy to do. It costs nothing and it can be done very quickly. You do not have to practice for years to see the results. 1 minute will do. When you practice how to cultivate your own mindful presence, you can gift it to the one you love. And relax it down. We feel that gentle work into our back. So we're going to come back onto all fours and relax that out. You can do a gentle cat-cow stretch. Once again, relaxing your back. And whenever you're ready, you can sit halfway onto the elbows or fully into a shell pose. Take a deep breath in and out. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come onto our backs again. You can go to one side or cross the ankles over and come through, whatever suits you better. Hip width between the feet, between the knees, your shoe size roughly, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check in with your pelvis position. Make sure that the feet are lined up with the sides of your mat so they're not pointing out. So parallel with each other and with the mat. Pelvis is neutral, lower ribs are heavy, hands by the sides, shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gentle pelvic floor, abs and ribs. Breathe in to prepare. With your exhale, connected to the center, the lower abs are going to push your back into the mat. Peel your spine, curl your spine, and peel the lower back one vertebra at a time. The mid back, one bone at a time. Upper back. Stretch your knees across the room as if you're trying to get your knees further forward over your toes. Tuck your tailbone slightly so you open up the front of the hips. We have this line of knees to hips to ribs to shoulders. Relax and open up your shoulders and your chest. We want more weight in the feet, so there's less weight in your upper body. Focus on the legs stretching across the room. You're going to inhale here With your exhale, curl your chest so you really feel the difference between all of the bones in your back. Curl your pelvis, curl your chest, upper spine, mid spine, lower spine, and release. You breathe in at the bottom, you exhale to curl and peel like a bicycle chain, one link at a time. But at the top, instead of arching the back, you tuck your tailbone, find your line, knees, hips, ribs, shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let that increase your lung capacity, and we have 5. Embrace strong emotions. Do not fight against pain. Do not fight against irritation or jealousy. Embrace them with great tenderness, as though you were embracing a little baby. Your anger is yourself, and you should not be violent towards it. The same thing goes for all of your emotions. Embrace your strong emotions. Do not fight against pain. Do not fight against irritation or jealousy. Embrace them with great tenderness, as though you were embracing a little baby. Your anger is yourself, and you should not be violent towards it. The same thing goes for all of your emotions. Embrace your emotions with great tenderness, as though you were embracing a little baby. Your anger is yourself. You should not be violent towards it. Whenever you're at the bottom of the one that you're on, you can just hug your knees in. We're going to do a variation of that exercise next, but if you'd prefer to repeat that exercise and just let the affirmations flow into your mind, you can. So it's always your choice. You can always take breaks if you like. So whenever you're ready, both feet on the mat, hip width between the feet and the knees. You're parallel with the feet. Pelvis is neutral to start, hands by the sides. You use that same spinal articulation to roll the whole way up. Then you're going to put all of your attention into the right foot and release the left leg. The knee can be bent or the leg can be straight, whatever suits you. You're going to inhale here. With your exhale, the knee comes towards you as you roll down through your spine. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, the knee comes towards you as you roll up one vertebra at a time. And again, that can be done with the knee bent or the legs straight. What you're watching for here is that you don't skip the mid-back, so you really curl and curl. So we're going to work our bum muscles a lot. We're going to do 5 on this side and then swap to the second side. So choose straight leg or bent knee, and when you're ready, inhale and exhale. True love does not just choose one person. When true love is there, you shine like a lamp. You don't just shine on one person in the room. That light you emit is for everyone in the room. If you really have love in you, everyone around you will benefit. Not only humans, but animals, plants, and minerals. Love, true love, is that. True love is equanimity. When you're ready, swap the legs around. Choose a bent knee or a straight leg, and starting at the top of your position, stretch your knee across the room, tuck the tailbone slightly. Inhale. Exhale, knee comes towards you, you articulate through your spine. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, you curl the spine, knee comes towards you, and you peel up one vertebra at a time. For 5. The secret to happiness is compassion. Happiness is a function of compassion. If you do not have compassion in your heart, you do not have any happiness. Happiness is a function of compassion. If you do not have compassion in your heart, you do not have any happiness. Happiness is a function of compassion. 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 When you get to the bottom of the one that you're on, you can lower the foot down and hug your knees in. Rock your knees out from side to side, let your head out from side to side. Take a deep breath in and exhale fully. When you're ready, come to the center. You can bring your hands behind your knees and roll forward, or the hands can go by the sides and help you to come forward. You're going to stretch the legs out in front. It's okay if there's a little bend in your knees. Reach the arms behind your back, interlock the fingers, lift your chin and bring your chest forward. So we just open out the upper body after that exercise. So just go for that stretch across your chest, let the chin come forward, chest towards the knees, wherever that's comfortable for you. Then release the hands forward and stretch a bit deeper. Feel the back of the legs open up after we loaded through the back of the legs. Take a deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, roll and stack and relax your shoulders. From here, you can keep a little bend in the knees because that might suit your back better, or you can straighten the legs out in front. You can point your toes, or you can flex the feet, adding an extra stretch through the back of the legs. You're going to reach the arms in front, palms facing down, armpits down the sides of the body, anchor down through your hips, get your brain gently into the front and the back of the pelvic floor, scoop your belly and knit your ribs. You feel the armpits drawing down into your obliques. We're going to inhale and follow the left arm back behind us. Exhale, you come forward and come tall through the spine and stable with the ab work. Inhale, follow the right arm back behind you. Make sure this doesn't happen, nice and tall. And exhale to come back. We have 5 rounds. Be here truly. Be here with 100% of yourself. Be there in every moment of your daily life. That is the essence of true Buddhist meditation. Each of us knows that we can do that. So let us train to live each moment of our daily life deeply. Mindfulness helps us to be there 100%. It is the energy of your true presence. Mindfulness is the energy of your true presence. Mindfulness is the energy of your true presence. Come back to the center, point your toes, hands behind the back. Go for your stretch forward. You can bring your hands behind your knees, your calves, your ankles or your feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower towards the legs. Wherever that stretch is for you, that's okay. Take a deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, you can roll and stack and relax your shoulders. We're going to come to a cross-legged position. Whatever cross you made, through your instinct there, just swap the cross. So we're always swapping the side that we're dominant with so we can balance out the body. Relax your shoulders. You're in a seated position. You can adjust or take a pillow underneath your bum if you like, whatever makes you more comfortable. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. It helps us to be open and feel safe. We're not guarding ourselves, we're not tensing. Open up the palms, relax your shoulders, feel the strength through your spine after all of those exercises. Close your eyes, slow your breathing down, anchor down with the hips, grow tall through the neck, through the back of the head. Feel the center of your body, feel the sides of your body, feel your spine. Relax your shoulders and your hips. Really allow yourself to rest. Bring awareness to the strength in your mind and body after the practice, after the soul food, after the exercises. We take a moment to look deeply into our perceptions. Our perceptions are often inaccurate and cause us to suffer. For example, we may think it is someone's intention to cause us harm, when in truth they are acting from their own suffering and not thinking of us at all. If we look deeply, we can see the true nature of everything and go beyond our inaccurate perceptions. Looking deeply means observing something or someone with so much concentration that the distinction between observer and observed disappears, and we see that all things are interrelated. Don't underestimate yourself. You have the ability to wake up. You have the ability to be compassionate. You just need a little bit of practice to be able to touch the best that is in you. Enlightenment, mindfulness, understanding, and compassion are in you. Very simple practices, such as meditative walking, mindful breathing, or washing dishes mindfully, make it possible for you to leave hell and touch the positive seeds that are within you. Repeat in your mind or out loud, I have the ability to wake up. I have the ability to be compassionate. I have the ability to wake up. I have the ability to be compassionate. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly bring your attention back into the room. Feel the fabric against your skin. Feel the mat underneath you supporting you, the floor underneath the mat supporting the mat. Feel the air all around you, connected to the rest of the world. And you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for Soul Pilates. I really appreciate you taking one of my classes. It means I can keep doing what I love, so thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in our next class. In the next class, the affirmations are going to be from Matthew McConaghey.